Hi everyone, Ali and Anton Machumberima here, a licensed parents coach and your favorite school's owner. Good morning everyone. Have you ever wondered how your children, when presented with life's challenges or when presented with life's critical problems, will react to them, especially in this day of the internet, when there's so much information out there to sift through? Have you ever wondered how your child is gonna face those problems and sift through all that information and critically think and decide which is facts and which is not? I don't know about you, but it's something that keeps me awake at night, thinking about what my children would do. I dare say that the only way that we can ensure that our children are picking out the right information from the internet or from whatever information they encounter is to ensure that we grow their critical minds. Our children are born thinkers, believe it or not. They are born to think, but we almost always send them the message that thinking is dangerous. Do not think for yourself. How do I know this? Even in school environments, when a question is thrown by a teacher, we favor the most responsive answer. We favor the quickest answer. We want to find that child who is, as soon as you ask them a question, they have the answer right on top of their heads. But critical thinking is really being able to interrogate your first thoughts through your biases, your perceptions, your experiences, through the experiences of our others, to be able to interrogate that first thought through all those things. Are you really critically thinking if you are saying, if you are answering with the first thoughts that comes to your mind? Is that really critical thinking, or that's just, I don't know, thinking or quick thinking? Your critical thinker or your critical thinking child will most certainly be a versatile reader. They'll be great writers. They'll be engaging in the classrooms. They'll be quick to find solutions to problems. They'll innovate. They'll have the passion to volunteer. This is the kind of person that your critical thinker will turn into. But they'll also most certainly be the ones who ask the difficult questions. They'll be the ones who challenge your thinking and challenge your thoughts. They'll be the ones who will ask you, why, mommy? Why are you giving me this punishment? Or why are you doing that? Now, if you are that parent that does not want to be challenged, I'm sorry, just stop right now and move on to the next video. Now, I'll teach you the first tool to helping your child on his way to becoming a critical thinker. Reading. I'm sorry, but I know you've heard this over and over again, but this is one of the very, very first tools to help your child become a critical thinker. Read, read, read. Now, I'll break this video into different parts, and I'll start with 0 to 5 years old, how you can help your 0 to 5 year old become a critical thinker. Now, between the ages of 0 to 5 years old, Maria Montessori tells us that they have an absorbent mind. You have to keep them in an environment, or a nurturing environment, or an enriched learning environment, and then they will pick up these things. Now, research also tells us that between the ages of 0 to 5, you should have read to your child at least 3 times a day. A parent should read to a child at least 3 times a day. So this brings us to, by the time the child is 5 years old, they should have read 1,000 books. 1,000 books. They should have heard 1,000 different stories. How many stories does your child know at their age? Now, in our educational system, we are very good at teaching our children to read. We really do put an effort to make sure our children read early. But do they love reading? That is one of the critical things that we have to look out for. Ensure that you the parents are putting in the efforts to read to them. to ensure that even though they are learning how to read at school, they are loving to read at home. You understand? So keep reading and reading and reading. I always say one of the key ways to be able to sustain your child's interest in reading is to be able to find the right balance between challenging and easy. Okay, you don't want to have it too easy because then they are not motivated to read. You don't want to have it too challenging because then they are demotivated to read. So I just recently came across the rule of 5 when it comes to reading. The rule of 5. So what it does is help you choose the ideal book or the right book for your child, okay, that you can read together. Now what you do is when you get a book, you open the book up and read a page in the book. As you read the pages, the words in the book, count the number of words that your child can't read. You count and you put them down. Now, if they can't read only one word, then it's an okay book. If they can't read 2 words, then it's still okay. If they can't read 3 words, then they might need help. If they can't read 4 words, then the book is just tough to read. If they can't read 5 words, then it's too hard. So that's your 5-finger rule, or your rule of 5 in picking out books. I hope this helps to begin to help your 0 to 5-year-olds begin to nurture their critical minds. See you in my next video where I talk about from 6 years old above, how to help them nurture their critical minds. Stay with me. Thank you. Bye-bye.